We could be talking about the struggles of a 9 to 5 worker. Seen so many stuffs online about working in 9 to 5. Both people that are against it and for it. And for me, I would say there's no right or wrong answers. But I'm going to give you like the struggles of a 9 to 5 worker. And basically, the fact is early morning rush. Like every morning you have to wake up. You have to like maybe you're a kind of person that don't wake up very early. Like you don't like waking up early in the morning, but you have to wake up very early because you know you have to rush to the station to be able to meet up with time so that you don't go late and being sacked or being queried at the workplace. So one of the struggles of a 9 to 5 worker is waking up very early in the morning, rushing out, and early morning rush. Once you go out to the road at this moment now, I'm actually going out for work. But once you go out at this moment, you see people rushing to work because of for them to be able to provide for their family, for them to be able to take care of their kids, for them to be able to put food on the table, for them to be able to do something that will uplift their family, for them to be able to put the roof over their head, for them to be able to wear clothes, for them to be able to do stuff. But me, and the way I see 9 to 5, the solution to it is just work it for the meantime, but have a particular goal in mind that you want to achieve. See it as a foundation for you to achieve something else. And there are basically laws set in the world, like laws that people have used to escape 9 to 5. So you shouldn't use it as an excuse. You should find a way all around it, because yes, it's quite not an easy life. It's quite not an easy life, because imagine waking up very, very early in the morning. If you own your own business, it's a kind of different ballgame, because you would wake up at the time you know that you want to wake up. So as far you know that thing is going to be done. But working in 9 to 5, you have to wake up very early in the morning for you to get to the bus station, for you to be able to get to work in time and not being queried. Number 2, you feel like you are programmed. You feel like you're a robot. You feel like you don't have control of your life. You feel like whenever you wake up, you don't feel yourself. You feel like there are codes written inside you that you just have to wake up, brush your teeth, wear your clothes, and start rushing out. You feel like you don't have a sense of your own, like you are being controlled with an invisible remote. Just have some set of things that you have to do when you wake up and you start rushing out. Like you feel like you have the sense of urgency, not really because of you really like the job or you really want to do the job, but because you want to. If you don't do it, you don't have another source of income. You don't have somewhere to get what you use to take care of your family. You don't have somewhere else to get what you use and provide for yourself. Maybe pay your house rent. So you feel like you are being programmed. You feel like there are codes written inside you that says whenever you wake up, you just brush your teeth, you wear your clothes, you start going out. Whenever you just rinse and repeat. That's actually the way to lock in, but the only difference is just locking in someone else's business. So the solution will be, yes, do it that way for that meantime. But like as I said in the previous point, you need to have like a plan. You need to have like a strategy. You need to have like something that you have to do to escape that, because that's locking in. But the only difference is just you're locking in someone else's business. You should see it like in form of like you're building a culture for yourself, so that when you start developing your own business, you can literally do it that same way. You can literally be programmed. You can literally lock in that way in your own business. So just see it like you're developing an habit and have like a plan, like something you have to do, something you have in mind that you can do while you save up money from your day job to invest into that. No matter how little that business you have in mind to do is, just try to see that your day job is something that you use and grow your side hustle. It's something you use and grow that business you have in mind, that someday you will lock in just the way you lock in into your day job. I know it just feels like you're a robot, but the way the perspective you should see it from is that, okay, I'm being programmed, I'm locking in more of like I'm a robot, but there's always positive side to anything you do in life. So see that you're locking in, you're using it to make yourself develop that habit that will help you grow your own business. Because if you should lock in the way you lock in your day job on your side hustle, there's no how it's not going to grow. At least you're going to see something. And so the third point is low income. Don't know whether the employers or these employers of labor, they do it intentionally but whether intentional or unintentional, there's no amount of income. So as far you are at that point and you can't do without that income, so as far you are always there to be able to provide for yourself, there's no amount of income that is going to be enough for you throughout the month, except you're a person who is willing to sacrifice a lot of things. You have to cut down your expenses, and that's why the second rule of money say control that expenditure. Control that expenditure. I know it's quite not easy, though some employers as well are just really they really underpay their staffs, because sometimes when you even consider your transport and everything to get to your destination of work, you see that at the end of the day you don't have anything left for yourself. Just like I'm speaking for myself, for example, for me to get enough salary, for me to get enough money that's going to take care of both my transport and for my spending throughout the end of the month, is quite really high. So, but there's always a solution to something. Like for me now, I've been thinking, because the job I go to, it's not as if it pays that much, but I've been looking for other opportunities to actually explore and make extra money for myself, which is why I went into this video making videos, and because it's something that grows over time. Because my salary at work is not really high, because consider my transport and everything. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm also looking into other opportunities. Like, you can look into opportunities of, let's say, the days you are not on at work, you can look for something else to do. Maybe look for like a side hustle to do. It could be selling of stuff. I'm looking into selling of stuffs because I don't go to work Saturdays and Sundays, so I'm looking into selling of stuff. So you can look into other opportunities that you can use to make extra money as an extra source of income, because there's no amount of money your employer is ever going to pay that's going to be enough for you. But though you have to sacrifice sometimes, you have to sacrifice and you have to control your expenditure. Those are all priorities, right? But you have to also look for other ways, other source of income, other ways for you to make income. To be frank, every 9 to 5 worker also has like a low income, because you are there, and if you're not there, you can't make money. So point number 4 is uncertainty at work. It's not your business. So there's this uncertainty which might come intentional or unintentional, because sometimes companies do lay people off because of maybe they're having financial issues, or they can literally lay you off if they don't need your service any longer. So the uncertainty part is, you are not sure if the next day you are going to work. You're not sure if the next day your services will be needed, because as it stands, if they get someone who is better than you, if they get someone who is more efficient than you, obviously they have to let you go. And emotionless, they won't feel any emotion when letting you go. So this uncertainty makes people very uneasy. They feel very unsure about tomorrow. You feel like your destiny is not in your hand. You feel like one day I might just come to work and I'll hear that, okay, Shedrack or Mr. A or Mr. B, your services are no longer needed. And that really creates like this panic in people. They start acting like puppies. But like I've been hinting throughout this video, for you to control that uncertainty at work, what you have to do is take your own destiny in your hand. Take the bull by the horn. So start thinking of ways to explore and create other businesses. But because to be frank, your employer don't care about you. They only care about your services at that time. If they no longer need your service, they will take you out. They will take you out emotionally. They won't feel anything. So it's not up to you to start developing yourself. Why in any working environment, they don't hold you down there for 24 hours. You work for literally 9 to 5. So you can use your 5 to 9 to work on something for yourself. Now calculate, let's say you come back from work and you work for 3 hours on yourself. Let's say you do that for like 3 hours times 365 days. That's a lot of hours, and that's a lot of mastering, and that's a lot of skill you would have acquired at that extent. So when you work on yourself, you feel fearless. Rather, they even fear you because they know that yes, this guy is up to something. But when you don't work on yourself, you just rely on your salary, or you rely on what's on your employer at that moment. They don't care about you. That's the truth. They only care about what you can offer at that moment. If they no longer need your service, if they find someone who is better than you, they will take you out. Like they will literally resign you. So that's why the biggest investment is on yourself. The biggest investment is using your 5 to 9 to work on yourself, to build yourself, to make yourself better. If not, you forever feel uncertainty, because even if they take you out on that job, you're still likely going to go to another job. And same thing might happen because these people, they don't care about you. They don't really care about you. They only care about your service. So it's either you're developing yourself on your work if you really like your 9 to 5. So it's either you're developing yourself on your work and getting more better. Don't feel reluctant and don't be stagnant. Try to grow. If you outgrow the organization, they will do anything in their power to keep you down if you feel like you want to work 9 to 5. But if you feel like you want to go into business, if you develop yourself and become a very huge person and become very good at what you do over time, they'll find ways to keep you down. Then it's now up to you. Now you now have the knife and the yam. You can make decisions for yourself, either to leave them or to be with them. The fifth point is you feel like you're not developing. And you feel like you're not developing due to you are not making decisions for yourself. Sometimes you might even come up with an idea or decision that you want to make, and it's quite different from what your superior in the office wants. So you have to go with their own opinion or their own decision. And if there's something that comes with being indecisive, when not doing what you want to actually do, you feel like you start losing importance of yourself. You feel like you're not worthy. Then you trust yourself less and less and less. You don't trust yourself more like usual. So, but like we've always said, we don't only bring out the problem, we try to bring out the solution. You just try to trust your own instincts. What you just have to do at that moment is, okay, know that this is an organization and they have certain rules and regulations that guide them on how they do stuff. So when it comes to the organization, yes, you might likely want to do some stuff they ask you to do, because that's the only way you're able to stay there and save up some money to start your own. So but know that this is just their own opinion. I'm doing it based on their own opinion, but I have my own opinion and I have my own facts and I have what I really believe in. And sometimes you rebel, not in a bad way, not like being so disrespectful, but you rebel because sometimes people want you to ask them questions. It's not as if everybody knows what will happen next, but it's just that if you are being confident in what you really say, that's what just matters. What comes with being confident is what you being say is taking responsibility as well, because when it goes south, they'll put it on you. So you just have to be there to, if it's a win, you be the one to take the responsibility. If it turns out to be a loss, you also be the one to take responsibility. Because confident people when you are confident doesn't mean you can also make mistake. You can also make mistake as well, but it's just that you just believe that yes, it's going to come out all night, and most of the times it comes out night. And when it comes out night, you try to trust yourself more. So to separate your organizational life, your work life from your main life, and try to develop yourself outside your work life. Try to believe in yourself outside your work life, but when it comes to your own life, you take whole responsibility. All right, see you guys. I'm on my way to work.